Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on desperate content creators because, man, we have some desperate content creators out there. We'll have some content creators where they just do some Jack Doherty type stuff. Like they'll just do things out of the ordinary where it's like, okay, without the cameras rolling, do you still think you will be doing the same things that you're doing on camera? And it's crazy because it's like, you don't even have to do all of that. Like, you don't have to be this weird, obnoxious, just immature man-child, But yeah, it's like you got some people out there where they feel like they need to put other people down to try to get their videos out and stuff. And it's like, I don't think they understand that, like, long-term, it's, the thing is this. I look at that form of content creation like smoking a cigarette. Like, it might be okay at the time being, but it's going to build up and it's going to have some sort of effects on you. And then next thing you know, like, yeah, you done put your channel in a situation to where there ain't no turning back. Like, yeah, you could try to revive your career. You can try to, but there ain't no turning backs. You are stuck. And that's the thing where, like, a lot of different content creators, because I've been a content creator. I guess, like, if you're new to my channel, I have been saying this a lot recently. I don't know why, but I have been a content creator for a long time. And, 16 years to be exact. So, like, I've seen how so many different content creators where they'll just do things out of the ordinary where it's like, fam, like, and I guess, like, and that's how I'm looking at it. It's like, I've done all of these videos from the comfort of my home. Like, there'll be times when I'll add it up, and that's like, fam, it's in the thousands. Like, and it'll only be on one channel. Like, bro, here's the thing, and then just even talk on the content that I haven't uploaded yet. Like, there's content that I have uploaded but I haven't published it. Then there's content that I have recorded, and then there's content that I haven't even taken the time to upload them yet. And then there's videos that I need to edit. There's ideas that I have written down both in journal and on my note thing on my phone, and then also on my computer. Like, fam, the crazy thing about it is that, like, when I look at myself as a content creator, I don't see other, like, I guess, like, I don't see myself fitting into them crowds. Like, I kind of see myself as, like, a content creator where it's like, yeah, I'm not desperate, let's just say that full circle, not desperate. The thing is this, I don't need to do desperate content to stay relevant or get relevant or be relevant, whatever you want to call it and stuff. Like, I could do a gaming video and be satisfied with that. Like, I can make fam, and just even in the few days that we've kind of just been exploring the year 2026, like, I done got video ideas down. I done, from YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I done made music. I done recorded podcast episodes, then did streams. I should have streamed on YouTube. I told myself I was going to do that and got caught up uploading videos. Don't know what I was thinking, but here's the thing though. Like, I could do so much content and I don't have to go outside and annoy other people. Like, I'll see when creators do stuff like that, or if they need to do some things where it's like they're harassing people online, and I'm like, fam, it's not needed. Like, what do you overall gain though from doing that form of content? Like, if we could just sit down and talk on the YouTuber, Jack Doherty, or streamer, content creator, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, let's just talk on him real quick. Like, there's this one video that always goes viral. Like, anytime when people, I guess, are looking for that Jack Doherty video to make you not like him, then yeah, there's this one video where he's walking. It looked like he could be in a mall, but he's walking through the mall. He has his, like, arms. Wait a minute, Double D, he had it where his arms was like they were in front of his chest, like he was hitting like one of those, like, them college, like, step dances or something, like, kind of like that Stump the Yard, like, kind of like one of them type. But no, like, he kind of had, how could I describe his arm situation? Overall, he had it where his arms was out, to where it was like if he walked towards somebody that he would bump into them. And he was doing that. He was just bumping into random people. He bumped into this random guy, and the guy turned around and confronted him over it. Then, of course, his Jack Doherty security guard got in between can't, let him hit the talent. But my thing is this: there's gonna be a day where your security ain't there, or they can't defend you, because now you don't put yourself in a situation, you don't put your security guard in a situation. Now you out there fighting for your life, and for what? Because you want to get some clicks on your Twitch clip, or Kick clip, or Instagram reels. What else? TikToks. It's like you trying to get clips, because he did recently go viral for fighting with I think he was a heavyweight UFC fighter. I think that's how they described this guy. And it wasn't like no ordinary, like, no, this man was built like a Viking. Like, I feel like if a Viking had time traveled, but he spent like 10, 20 years, just with Americans and stuff, it would be that guy. Like, it got to, because I think he was fighting with the security guard for a little bit, and it was, the security guard wasn't doing nothing. It is one of those things where it's like, you gotta look at the security guard and be like, what am I paying you for? If this guy really wanted to fight with us, like, if he really had that much of a problem, I think he would have taken out everybody, because it was a bunch of small teenagers, I guess Jack Doherty's friends, his security guard, and his security guard's probably used to dealing with people the size of Jack Doherty. He ain't used to dealing with somebody that's bigger than him. So that's why I was like, but I seen that video and I'm like, man, it could have went down in a way where Jack Doherty could have been potentially in the hospital fighting for his life, or posting an aftermath. But you haven't really seen too much of him. I think it's just one of those moments where he probably did fear for his life, and he's like, yeah, no, I can't do that no more. But that's the thing that trips me out, where it's like, Jack Doherty, let's just look up his situation when it comes to content creating, because doesn't he had a nice car, but he crashed it, of course, trying to get clips and things. But let's just look up his social media situation. So let's open up his Instagram, let's open up his YouTube. It's funny, on the Wikipedia page, why they have, okay, no, I was about to say, I was like, his profile picture, well, it's still weird looking, but no, they made sure of it on Wikipedia that they have his mugshot up there and stuff. But let's open up his TikTok. Does he have any? He might not have. I know he streams, I just don't know where he streams, I guess. Is that him? Why does he look like, there is like, he just looked weird as a kid. He looks like, dang, there's that actor, I can't think of the name of that, but it was like, hold on for a second, because I'm like, I know the actor's name, I just gotta look up the movie, because there was a scene where he was fighting with this woman, and it looked like they were at a spa or something, but I remember the woman, because she was on that TV show, whatchamacallit, dang, I can't think of that, Resident Alien, but Adam Devine, I think that's his name. He just looks like a weird younger version of him. Like, I don't like that. I'm like, I feel bad for Adam Devine now. I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just, it's he don't deserve that. He don't deserve to look like a older, I guess, like if Jack Doherty was normal, he don't deserve to look like a normal Jack Doherty. But okay, so he got 2.8 million followers on Instagram. He has 15 million subscribers on YouTube. I don't know where exactly he streams, but he has 10 million followers on TikTok. And then in the first video, or not video, but picture that you see where he has, it looks like, I can't tell what kind of, it might be a Lamborghini truck, I don't know, but it looks like that, he definitely has a Lamborghini. It looks like he has a Bentley. This might be a Ferrari, with the paint covering it and stuff. I can't tell with the other car. It might be a BMW or something like that. But, I know my cars, but I don't know my cars. It looked like that could be like that, Lamborghini, SUV. It's like, I think it's called like a Urus or something like that. Hold on for a second. Lamborghini, Urus. That's what, I think that's, the name. That's it. No, because I was like, it looks just like it. So I was like, no, that's it. But anyways, I can't tell with that last car. It's just, he ain't really showing it, but he's flashing. He's flashing off the stuff that he done, by over the years of him being a content creator. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is that you already done made it. You got it. And then, I didn't even mention that, the nice house that was in the background, but it's like, you got all of these good things going for yourself, yet you still want to throw it all away. Why? And that's that stuff where it's like, people, they just get so desperate for content where they're like, I gotta have a clip that lives higher than my or it's better than my last clip and stuff. And it's like, bro, that's the thing with people. It's like, you gotta stop living for the clips. You gotta start having moments where it's like, fam, it ain't a clip, it's a movie. But I'm not saying you gotta do some desperate, annoying, you gotta put other people down in the ground just to get your point across. It's like, you ain't even gotta do that, and I know people will probably be all like, oh, well, look at you, you're not in his situation, you ain't got all them nice cars. And the thing is this though, I know that. I don't need to be told that. But if I have to put other people down to get those things, I'm sorry, but it looks like I'm going to be in my current position for a long time. But that's the thing. I've seen where people, I wish I could think of some names. Maybe I got to be the first of the positive content creators where it's like, yeah, I can have that same lifestyle, but I don't have to be annoying. I don't have to be obnoxious. I don't have to be one of those creators where it's like I could potentially lose my channel on because I want to go out and about and act silly. It's like, fam, and that's the thing, I guess, with me. And hold on for a second. Let's just see how old he is. He might be like in his early 20s, but still, okay, so he's 22. He'll be 23 this year. My thing is this, right? Do you see yourself acting like this when you're my age, like 29 going on 30? Because my thing is this, if he's still carrying on like this as he's a much more older adult, because yeah, I'll admit, I was a little bit immature when I was younger. I was more so on a rebellious immature, like people tell me things and I'm questioning like, why I gotta do this? It's like, fam, this is your job. I'm your supervisor. I'm telling you. So I was on some immature stuff like that. But as the years went on, I'm like, I did get better, and yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just, you realize that you are getting older and you can't be carrying on the same way that you were when you were younger. Because I'm like, the thing is this, I feel like that somebody needs to really sit down and talk with them. But I mean, if not, and they just want this man to destroy himself and overall have it where he don't have nothing. He don't have an Instagram to go to. He don't have a TikTok to go to. He don't have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Kick channel. He don't have nothing to go to. The only thing that he could go to is pretty much four corners or the four walls in his room, or in his in the room in his nice fancy house and things, and pretty much wait until it gets to a point where it's like, okay, bills is piling up. You gotta go get you a job, and it's like, and what job do hold on for a second. Let me just see his social blade. I don't think it overall will let me know how much money he makes. But yeah, let's just see real quick. Jack Doherty. So on a monthly estimated earnings of 7,126,000. And it's like, bro, it just, to me, it trips me out where it's like, you can be making that much money, but he don't really be getting a whole lot of views. Like, he does have 6 billion views, but I'm like, hold on for a second. Let me just compare my social blade real quick. He probably will have more. Yeah, he definitely got more than me, because there's some days it's like, yeah, it's like pretty much doubled. But no, yeah, so I'm like, fam, you could even be in my situation and get, I guess, Jack Doherty views and stuff. You might not get a whole lot, but it's like, still though, the thing is that I guess, like, because his most viewed video, let's see what his most viewed video is, because I feel like that needs to be discussed. But no, it's funny how okay, there it goes. I was about to say, I was like, no, when you look his name up, it's like other things pop up. But anyways, it's videos of him when he was a kid. So it was like, yeah, you had your prime when you were a kid, and I think he's still trying to live off of that. But he's all like, oh, I gotta pretty much act like a child and stuff. And it's like, fam, you're 22 years old. You're an adult. Like, there's some people your age, they're like, they're starting families and things. And it's like, here it is. It's like, you're at the, I don't know, like at the bottom part of an arena fighting with UFC fighters that can easily hurt you, bruh. Like, I don't think he understands that. And it's like, and the thing is this, with content creators like that, they play with danger a lot. And you'll see at times where, like, content creators, they get up out of there and it's like, oh, okay, they ain't got nothing to worry about. But then there's that one content creator, and I think that's a situation. I like to pay attention to a lot of different stories that involves content creators, and I'll never forget this one where this guy, so he goes into I think it just looked like it was a mall, but it was like a food court area and stuff. But anyways, He goes up to this guy. He starts harassing him. Random guy, doesn't know him, none of that stuff. And it ain't like it's one of those things where, he hired the guy and stuff. No, this is a random guy. And I think that's what a lot of these prankster YouTubers be forgetting is that, yeah, them YouTube pranks from back in the day, those were hired actors. Those wasn't like no people, like no actual person where I guess, like me, for an example, where somebody come up on me and stuff. Yeah, I may be a content creator, but that don't mean that I'm in cahoots with this guy and overall, like I'm participating in this prank. I'm not a paid actor. I'm a normal citizen when I go out and about and things. But anyways, yeah, he went up to a normal citizen, started harassing him. That guy threatened. He's like, hey, look, bro, if you don't get away from me, I'm gonna shoot you. The YouTuber was still harassing him. All of a sudden, you hear a gunshot go off. That YouTuber falls down, starts screaming, and he in the hospital fighting for his life. And it's one of those things where I don't know what happened to the guy, and I know a lot of people will probably be defending the YouTuber, all like, yeah, that guy just took it way too far and stuff. That's the thing, though. You don't know who you're, like, messing with when you go out and about, and you want to be one of these cringy content creators. Yeah, you might mess with a guy that might not want to fight, might not want to do nothing, and they're going to run off because they're all like, oh, you're scaring me, like, whatever. But then you might get that one person that does want to fight. They do want problems. They don't care about the consequences or repercussions if they get into it with you. And they ain't gonna be hearing those stuff talking about, oh, it's just a prank, bro, or you calling for your security. They fight you and the security. And then, yeah, then it might even be a situation, because I guess, like, that would be my question. If there was ever a time where I would sit down and have a conversation with Jack Doherty, I'm like, what would you do if an individual, you done did something to upset this person, they pull out a gun, and they aiming it at you? What do you do in that situation? Because and that's the thing. That's the sad reality of content creators like that. That's what's going to end up happening. He's going to do it to the wrong somebody. Security ain't going to be able to do nothing. He ain't going to be able to do nothing. The only thing that he's going to be able to do is hope and pray that he survives whatever situation he done got himself into. So, but anyways, with that being said, yeah, people, stop being desperate. There ain't no reason for it. You very well can, make a living with content creating from the comfort of your home. Or if you do want to go out and about, like you can do that, but you just shouldn't harass people. There ain't no reason for that. Because I guess, like, and my thing is this, and I feel like that could be the worst thing. Then, I feel like the worst is obviously getting shot. But I feel like the other worst things that can happen is the person being funnier than you. Now, we probably would never see that video, and there probably has been some times where Jack Doherty, he probably went out and about, recorded some videos messing with people, and they didn't give him they probably just didn't give out no reaction. They just looked at him and all like, okay, weird. Anyways, I'm like, yeah, and they going right back to him like, hey, you guys got these in a size 10. Like, I don't care about what he got going on. I don't care about, it's like, oh, you're trying to do a prank. All right, cool, bro. I was like, yeah, and enjoy the video of me not really responding to you and things. But no, yeah, but what would he do though? Even on some stuff like that, where it's like, what would you do if the person that you're trying to prank or mess with, they're funnier than you? It gets to the point where it's all like, dang, bro, like I ain't got no comeback to say to that. Like, bro, it's like, yeah, it's gonna probably, or even if it's live streamed, like, and that's probably what's gonna happen. He's gonna be live streaming, mess with the wrong somebody, and they're gonna flip the whole thing back on him, and he's just gonna have like that sad, depressed look where he's all like, dang, my career is over now, because this guy he's a better content creator than me, and he ain't even a content creator, or whoever the individual is. But yeah, it's probably is gonna be a day where he does meet his match. And it's not going to be good for him. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.